Oh God, it's quiet now. The kind of quiet that feels less like peace and more like a heavy, drawn-out sigh. The kind that only arrives after they've all finally fallen asleep, and the last sinkful of dishes has been dried. I know I don't need a cathedral for you to hear me. You're here, aren't you? Right here in the crumbs on the floor and the faint smell of chlorine from the day's laundry. Tonight, I needed to talk. Not to my husband, bless his heart, who just sees a perfect home. Not to my friends, who only see the smiling photos on social media. I need to talk to the one who sees the inventory of my soul. I came across an old box today. Under the bed, right where I shoved it years ago. My old portfolio. Remember it, Lord? The architectural designs, the models. They were good. They were really good. My life was supposed to be in glass and steel. I was going to design buildings that touched the sky, that people would walk through and feel inspired. I had a roadmap. Graduate school, firm partnership by 35, maybe a little loft apartment downtown. Instead, my masterpiece is this 2,000 square foot ranch home. My structures are the intricate, often shaky emotional foundations of 2 teenagers and a man who relies on me for everything but breathing. And that's the first weight, isn't it? The loss of the name. I used to be Sarah Miller, architect. Now I'm just Mom, or Honey, or the person who knows where the batteries are. Did you see how I let it go, God? I can almost pinpoint the moment. Little Leo was running a fever, and the deadline for the skyscraper bid was the same day. My boss, a woman, told me to choose. And I chose the fever. I chose the tiny hand reaching for me. I chose the sure, immediate need over the vast, uncertain dream. And the regret. It's not a thunderclap, Lord. It's a slow, constant drizzle. It's the ache when I read about my old classmates winning awards. It's the whisper in my ear that says, "You peaked at motherhood. You let your talent atrophy." Sometimes I grieve that woman, the one who carried the briefcase and spoke in blueprints. She's gone. Did I fail you by burying the gifts you gave me? By trading the grand design for the daily maintenance? But now, turn the scales. Look at the other side, Lord. Regret is a luxury I don't have time for most days, because then I look at my daughter, Maya, who is so fiercely, wonderfully kind. She learned that kindness in this house. She learned it from watching me soothe her brother's panic attack, from seeing me take a meal to a sick neighbor even when I was exhausted. That's a lesson no lecture hall could teach her. And Leo. He's thriving. He's safe. He has stability. He knows deep in his bones that no matter what the world throws at him, when he comes through that door, Mom is here. His security isn't built on a paycheck or a title. It's built on my presence. On the constancy of me. My passion was building, remember? Well, I am still building. I'm building humans. I'm not sketching floor plans. I'm sketching character. I'm not selecting granite. I'm selecting the values we uphold at the dinner table. And that work is harder. It's relentless. There are no blueprints, only revisions. There are no holidays, only different kinds of chaos. And the rewards? They are not tallied in a bank account. They're in a sticky hug that melts away a stressful day. They're in my husband's eyes when he says, "I couldn't do this without you." They're in the profound, utterly miraculous feeling that I am, in this little pocket of the universe, irreplaceable. I sacrificed my potential, perhaps, but I gained an intimacy with life that the ambitious, career-driven Sarah would have missed. I know the rhythm of the school bus, the sound of their specific footsteps on the stairs, the precise moment my husband needs a quiet hand on his shoulder. This is a knowledge earned only through slow, patient, constant being present. So what is the final tally, God? Did I choose correctly? I think the scales don't actually tip. They hold two truths in balance. The regret is real because the dream was real. The joy is real because the love is real. And maybe the sacrifice isn't the penalty, but the price of admission to this particular, holy kind of life. But if I may be bold, Lord, my greatest fear is not the loss of the career, but the loss of me in the midst of the service. I want to be a homemaker, not a hole filler. I want to nurture, not simply maintain. My prayer tonight, the deepest plea, is for reintegration. Help me find the architect in the mother, the woman who was meticulous about structure can teach her children about the structure of faith. The woman who understood balance and design can bring balance and beauty into the everyday. And maybe, just maybe, once the children are grown and the house is quiet for good, maybe then you'll lead me back to a pencil and paper. Maybe the life experience, the patience, the resilience I've built here will make me an even better designer then. A designer who knows that the most important foundations are always laid in love. Thank you for listening, God. Thank you for the burden and for the blessing. Guide me, sustain me, and remind me tomorrow morning when the chaos starts again that I am not just Sarah, Mom, or Honey. I am yours. If you're a mother or a father or anyone who has had to choose between a dream and a devotion, you know this feeling. You know the silence of the altar where your sacrifice was placed. Let me know in the comments what truth is holding the balance.